All right, what's good, folks? How's everybody doing out there? So, like I said, man, we're gonna keep on trucking along here. We're gonna keep on doing what we do, and it's just that simple, man. Like I said, people can't come close to the Batman, man. I've been running this world for a long time, man, for my entire life, man. You know what I mean? So, first of all, right, whoever I'm cool with, I'm cool with. That doesn't change at any given time. You understand? So again, there's no confusion on anything. Who I'm cool with is who I'm cool with. Everybody should know who I'm cool with, right? Everybody should know who I'm not. Like I said, in these chat rooms and some of these panels, you got a lot of fools just running their mouth yapping, right? Like they always do. And y'all talk a lot, but like you ain't talking about nothing. You understand? So that's the whole point is like people judge character, right? And they see you for what you are. That's what it is. You feel me? So again, I mean, there's nothing confusing here, brother. I mean, you got folks making false claims, false flagging, and like I said, all that stuff you talk about, okay, all that stuff is fake. Real Crips are not sitting on the computer all day. You're not real. And why are you trying to put words in my mouth? I never said anything like that about Jimmy. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got dudes running around, right? And they literal professional snitches and can't get their facts straight, and then they expose themselves, right? Like, come on, bro. You making every wrong move, man. Keep my name out your mouth and keep it pushing. That's it. When I go on a panel again, don't speak to me. You understand? I'm not talking to you. But yet you complaining. You see, this is what I'm talking about female behavior when dudes are not raised by men. You complaining about making up stories that other people are doing that oh, I ain't talking to this person, but that's exactly what you did. I went to the panel, you talking to me for what? I don't know you. See what I'm saying? Like, this the real deal over here, bro. I'm the real thing. You see me, I'm in the street all day long, 24 hours a day. How can you claim to be real or be anything if I'm out in the street and you behind a computer? Exactly. Be quiet. I'm not hearing what y'all talking about, man. So you got some dudes like that they want to, chill on these panels and you know, they just want to pretend in front and this and that and whatever. And I don't care about none of that, bro. Feel me? I don't care about none of that. I don't care about what you talking about. None of that, fool. It is what it is. Me, I'm gonna take what I want. I'm gonna get what I want. I'm not gonna ever worry about nothing. You understand? Because it's just clear as day that that's all these folks want me to do. It just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a donation show. Y'all should be donating. I don't know what's up with y'all. I don't know what y'all have against supporting folks. I'm telling them all off too. The people I promote the channel to, I'm telling them off when they like, oh, I'm good. Okay, cool. Keep hating and be quiet. I ain't trying to hear it no more from nobody. I'm not gonna put up with nothing. Like you gonna get the same dude. I don't care who you is. And that's the reason why I don't dudes like you, bro. That dude who was talking on that panel, you don't understand. You ran your mouth. Now it's my turn to respond, right? So you try to catch people off guard when they're not even paying attention to you and you talking behind my back, bro. So every move that you do is cowardly, right? The other dude's all right, man. I don't have no issue with him. Like I said, we good, we cool. You know what I'm saying? We talk. I went to his chat today. We cool. You know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with him. It's about that other fool, that one that wants to hop on panels and he on there 24 hours a day with nothing going on for himself. He was bragging again today, talking about how he's doing this and that and trying to make illegal money. Like, yeah, you have to do illegal activity to make your money. Well, guess what, sir? I made whatever money I made today, right? I made it legally, following the law. That's what smart individuals do who actually can build a future. Like, let's be real, I have a future. You don't have nothing going for yourself. You understand? What is you talking to me for? What? That dude literally let that fly out his mouth talking about you blocked me like a what? Like, you mean like what you are? I'm sorry, but what? Blocking someone makes you something? So we gonna use troll terminology? You a troll, homie. You understand? That's why you got trolls, right? Going in on you like they like that, and that was a girl, right? Whoever that was, right? That Hello Darkness account. Yeah, I'm gonna spell out everything for you. And they were going in on you. And yes, I was laughing at you because I think it's funny. Like what? Like yeah, they said it's story time. That's exactly what it is. a whole bunch of made up stories, right? Like, come on, bro. You gotta learn who you're talking to, man. You're talking to the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. These people, like I said, they doing everything possible to try to keep me back and hold me down and keep me down. I'm not down. I was never down, man. I can't be down. Like I said, y'all need to move out my way. It's just that simple. At some point, you just got to tell people move, bro. You got to move, man. You're like, y'all really trying to get in the way of my survival and me making my money. Like, you need to move. It's not difficult. You're gonna move. Yeah, it's not a choice. When I see the money, I'm coming full speed to the money, and you better get out my way. That's what it is. So, like I said, today you saw what I did today, right? Performed a miracle live on camera in front of all y'all. I did the left hand. I got it. I got the pull up with the left hand, one arm, and I got the pull up with the right hand. I personally like the right hand video a little bit more. You know what I mean? I took a picture, a still picture of it. I have it. I may put it on there on the community tab on the other channel. I may bring it over. But like, folks just ain't messing with me, bro. Ain't nobody coming close to the Batman. I'm telling you that right now. You gotta understand, like, it's all good, man. Like, while y'all talking about boxing, like, I have a lot of knowledge about boxing. I mean, I only did backyard boxing for like a decade. I mean, I'm 10-0 in my own league. I'm undefeated. I know a lot about it. That's part of what I do. I do a lot of hand to hand for real though. So it's like I make a career doing what I do. What I do is a lot harder than boxing, bro, because I'm in the street. You understand? So it's two totally different ball games. So that's why it's funny to me because it's like all that fake stuff that dudes is kicking and talking about. With me, you got your green light, you got your chance, you got your opportunity. I'm like the when they waving the red flag at the bull. Yeah, come on, boy, and y'all just all scary. Every single one of them is scary. You's a coward. Like, quit talking on the internet, fool. You feel some way? What's good? Right? Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna say nothing. So just be quiet. That's why I don't talk to folks like that because I already know me, and I'm gonna lose my patience quick. You understand? Because I already know in person, right? I already know exactly how I talk to people. I know how I react, and like I'm not even going that route because I'm smart. See, they trying to talk like us, like the real, right? That's why that fool's talking about, man. That's a full fledged bozo talking about. What do you say? He said, "Yeah, I'm staying inside. That way I don't go to jail." Well, how's that crippin'? I thought you was claiming to be a gangman, but see how fake you are. What a fraud, bro. What is you talking about? Are you afraid of jail? But you crippin'? Cuh? Come on, cuh? What? See what I'm saying? See, this is the problem when these fake dudes start running their mouth and they expose themselves and then they don't expect the same treatment as everybody the past, I don't know, 35 years. And I'm 35 years old. Nah, you get put in your place. Like, don't come at me, homie. Don't talk to Tyree Sneed and think you're not going to get put in your place like everybody. Everybody gets the same treatment verbally, right? See, that's the thing. In person, you know who I am. So that's what dudes will do now because I made it, right? They want to pretend they playing with me, which they don't do in front of my face anyway, right? Because I've always been the guy that even though I made it, I'm still the same gangster. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. People know my history. They know who I am. I don't let dudes like that even come around me. You ain't gonna talk to me at all. Just keep that moving. Talking to a straight gangster and a real man here. Is you crazy? Only self-made trillionaire. All my money I made legally. I'm sorry, but what? Boy, you better ask about me. Talking about that little money stuff. That's crazy, man. Fools living on Section 8. Get themselves a couple of trinkets and think they something and think they competing and think you got a voice. Like, can you get any more entitled, little homie? I wasn't talking to Jimmy. I was talking to people like you. I called all of them out and said they fake Crips. That's 100% fact standing. Crips ain't online 24 hours a day, doggy. What are you talking about? I don't claim nothing. I ain't none of that. I'm Batman. Like what you showed on video, you should not be showing around me. You have no self-awareness, bro. You done pulled out a pill bottle on camera. That's how slow this little homie is in front of Batman. You never know who's watching, little homie, right? You pulled out a pill bottle. That was your first mistake. Then your second mistake, right, was you kept running your mouth and you keep running your mouth about, oh, I'm doing this and that. You keep doing that because I'm gonna tell you what, my good sir, what you gonna end up looking at, common sense, is a federal indictment with the red triangles. Common sense, and it don't even have to do with the red triangles. It'll just be the fact that you'll end up going to prison for whatever illegal activity you're doing. I'm Batman, dude. I come up against criminals, bro. This dude, they're like, who's he talking to, bro? Who is you playing with? Like these fools is funny, bro. On the internet, bro, running their mouth like they us, and they so backwards they have no self awareness. The dude completely delusional. Like, dude, you just make the game all too easy, bro. Like real talk, you just gonna show it to me? I don't even got to do no Batman world's greatest detective work. You just gonna show me what it is. That's what I'm saying. These fools today, they easy, man. They make the game too easy, bro. You know what I mean? I hope it ain't that easy. You know what I mean? But I already know it ain't because, like I said, I'm gonna be in the street and everything and going on missions. You know, dudes like that, that's a whole joke, man. You know what I mean? You funny, bro. You doing it to yourself. Like you over there talking like you making moves or something. You thought you was hustling? See, I'm like Vin Diesel in that movie A Man Apart. Like you thought you was crossing them over because you got this little played out platinum. Yeah, look at them playing with the numbers because they mad, right? Those are all the crooks and criminals. And they all associate together with people like that. Like what? Every minute of every day he on panel jumping around everywhere I go talking about I don't even know this dude. He came out of nowhere. He like that's crazy. Talking about, oh yeah, everyone's a troll. They don't make any sense and you do? I'm sorry, but what? Oh yeah, you the second mistake you made too, you was talking about what you was buying, right? That's another crime right there. Like silly, bro. You got to understand, man, this is the internet, bro. You put way past the millennium, bro. You better understand and wake up, man. They'll use social media against you every second chance they get, man. You just not getting it. See me, I'm not you. I don't run and tell none of that, bro. I just pay attention, bro. You know what I mean? But I could tell you one thing: a dude like that, nah. Anybody that makes they living illegally, I'm not trying to get along with you, bro. See, I don't like y'all. That's what you don't get. Like, I don't. I really don't. I don't like criminals. I can't stand y'all. If you want me to be honest, you understand? That's what you don't get. Like, nah, bro. You can say what you want, but I'm upright and I'm righteous and I always have been. That's why all these people respect me. All of them. I don't have nothing against nobody. Like, why would I have something against the people who actually do their job? That's all I want people to do the right thing. I'm against corruption. I'm against people doing stuff like what you doing. Like, come on, bro. Sitting there and you know exactly what you doing to your own community with that nonsense you doing and you don't care, but you want to tell me something. Yeah, use another hater. Just another one who will never amount to nothing, making up Ponzi schemes and fake story. That's why that's your name, right? Right, because everything you talk about is some fake scheme. Everything you talk about is fake. Right, yeah, they was making fun of you, talking about it's story time with this dude. Right, it's exactly what it is. A bunch of stories. He want to act like he me. So, like what, bro? You are not me, bro. You know what I mean? Like who you talking? I know you ain't talking to me. Talking about yeah, these dudes is what like oh the irony. You feel me? I know a lot you don't know, bro. Trust me, you don't know nothing about me. Clearly, I know that much. So that's what I'm saying, bro. We've been running this game for a minute, man, for a long time, and you got dudes that don't even know what's what. Don't know. They don't know nothing, bro. And like I said, it sounds almost like him because he'd be running his mouth, talking in the opposite set tone and force. The dude is mad weird, man. Like all them dudes, like they just it's weird, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I ain't got to be cool with who you cool with. I may be cool with you. That don't make me cool with who you cool with. This say I'm not the Kool Aid man. I ain't just trying to be cool with everybody, right? Y'all a little too cool for school. Y'all want to be cool with everybody and everybody's friend. I ain't trying to be your friend. I want to be the friend of somebody I have no respect for who's a joke and who can't even make a living legally. Like, bro, stop being lazy. Get up and get off your lazy, you know what, and go work. Like, what? Are you serious? Like you really got on the internet and thought you was saying something to me? Are you serious, bro? How far from reality is you, cousin? Like what? Talking about, yeah, you called this person that. You really just misquoted a gangster? I never said anything like that about Jimmy. Like Jimmy is whatever. I think everybody is fake fake flag and false flagging, right? How does that statement not stand? I didn't say nothing to Jimmy specifically. There you go, lying. Right there, what you just did, if you lie about something like that, just like if you place like a false jacket on someone or you give them a fake name or you're talking behind their back and not making sense, it's not talking behind you. People talking about you is talking about you. They ain't talking behind your back. They saying it right to you in front of you, and you ain't doing nothing about it. See, that's the difference. You understand? This is the thing with these fools, man. With fools like that, they the ones who always in jail and prison. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. I told you, just like when I was in the Alpha Pod, they was all delusional like him. Like, yeah, and I'm gonna predict in your near future a bunch of karma coming from God. Watch, I'm predicting it right now, calling it out. Instant karma to you. Real talk. Watch. God gonna deliver. Watch. Because the lifestyle that you live in is corny, it don't make no sense. And you like don't know how to just be a normal person. And because of that, I just see it in your near future. I could see prison and jail in your near future. A dude like that, he gonna end up back in prison. Like, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for him. I'm supposed to care. You know how many dudes like you there are? Do you understand that you're the type of individuals that I come up against and win? Do you understand you're basically half the reason why I do what I do? Like, what? Bro, you made a mistake saying my name, bro. I know that. But see, them fools be jumping out the box. I told you they can't think. They not the brightest crayon in the box. You gotta understand when you talking to a genius. Then he saw the 52 blocks. He goes, yeah, Batman maybe. There's no maybe. I'm exactly what you said. Yeah, that should be common sense, brother. Like I said, you got a whole channel. You watched it because you said you came to the chat, so you know about me. Oh, quit with the front. But you want to say other people fake. You fake. That's the fakest thing you can do. What? Talk to a monster on the internet and oh, I want to pretend and talk to you some way. You can't talk to me anyway because you're an inferior to me. I'm your superior. You got that, pal? I'm not these other folks and I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care how you feel. I'm talking to you direct. And see, this is what they're doing. They get on the panels, they start talking weird, crazy, antagonizing because they looking to play victim. And someone's telling them to do that sucker stuff. And I think I know who it is. And all of them looking at federal indictments and life sentences and going to prison, right? So, it is what it is, man. I mean, you want to continue to federally indict yourself, go right ahead. But I'm gonna suggest strongly, I wouldn't say my name if I go on the panel and you up there. I wouldn't say nothing to me. I'm not talking to you, and I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna say straight up, bro. I'm not talking to you, bro. I don't talk to snitches. Sorry, I don't do that. Yeah, that's weird, man. Feel me? So that's the first order of business today. That's the first cat out the bag, right? Furthermore, like I said, you see me, I'm an unstoppable force. You see what I do. You see what I make a career doing. This is all real. Like I said, people respect me down here. I have an amazing job, amazing career. What I do is fun. It's awesome. And like I said, the whole time that you just sitting inside doing nothing, right? Skimming through the internet looking for something to do. You're worried about women. I got a girlfriend, Christina. Like I said, we haven't met in person yet, right? It's the first time I ever done a relationship like that. No problem. Me and Christina are happy. We're madly in love. Like I said, we're gonna be together. She's coming right here. We're gonna be happy, right? And we're looking at a settlement for 6.8 million guaranteed, little homie. What are you talking about? We're looking at possibly 30 to 50 million dollars. What are you talking about? See, if you had been quiet and learned who to respect and learned the pecking order, and if you had any self respect, you could have just been nice to me out the gate instead of acting like you questioning me. Don't be fake, be real. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about I know you mean well. So you think you know me? Oh, you don't know me at all, which I also responded to already preemptively. I'm a genius. You got to catch up and listen to me when I talk. Like I said, this is why they doing what they doing because they triggered and impressed at my success. Feel me? They can't handle my success, coach. They can't handle what I'm doing, what I'm kicking, how I'm living. Like I said, bro, let me explain something to you, bro. Direct, the homeboy who was talking on the panel behind my back or whatever. You will never live like this. You understand? I don't show you nothing because it ain't none of your business. But you will never live like this ever. What? I own a mansion and estate, billions in equity. I own buildings, little homie, worth billions of dollars. What are you talking about? 530 on my wrist, got him pissed. Over 2,000 in jewelry, mineral rights, oil royalties. My own website worth almost 2 G's. I'm sorry, but what? And they be acting like I'm playing, like I'm just talking. Yeah, okay, whatever that means. I mean, I don't do fake energy because it doesn't exist. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They sit there. Oh, I'm fake. Okay, pat you on your back. Go on about your business. Okay. Like, because you fake, that's supposed to affect me. I don't care that you fake, that's going to affect you. That's why you ain't got nothing. What? Website worth almost 2 G's, over 2,000 jewelry, my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. I got a Porsche in there. I pay 25 racks for, little homie. When's the last time you ever did that? See, these fools want to get online and talk crazy and greasy to gangsters. Come on, son. And then not expect for a gangster to talk to him like a gangster do. See, that's the thing. Gangsters ain't scared of y'all. Gangsters is scared to talk to you. We don't want to speak to you because we know what you're on because you're soft. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what the energy been since day one. What are you talking about? That other dude, I don't even say his name. He was in that other chat the other night, last night, running his mouth. Like I said, he tried to say something about this and that. Yeah, I don't pretend to do nothing, man, but I'll tell you what, you have always pretended, right? Just like you pretend you're someone on the internet, but you don't have a monetized channel and you'll never have a business on here. Why don't you go sit down at your light up computer display, right? And continue to be jealous and envious of the Batman who does the real thing. I don't pretend to do nothing, fella. But see, again, you're another snitch. So that's why you're using that rhetoric. I realize they're all Soldier Boy run and tell-ems. So they use that rhetoric, like I said, yeah, you're trying to provoke and antagonize. That stuff don't work over here, man. So talk as you, right? The fool want to pretend he country. He go on panels and ramble, and they all putting him in his place. You don't have a name in any game. You're not even anybody in that little dinky, minuscule, pointless, irrelevant, doesn't exist sector. And you think you can speak my name? What you got to say about me, bro? Come on. What you got to say about me? Hmm? I'm the dude that all y'all look up to, man. I'm the dude that everybody in that sector has looked up to since day one. So I ain't really hearing it, bro. You feel me? You can go ahead and say whatever, let it out, tell yourself what you want, bro. I understand you mad at me. I just don't care. You know what I mean? Why are you mad at me is the question. See, you ain't took the time to get to know me. I don't want to know you. I mean, like I said, everybody in that sector ain't going nowhere fast. They like a hamster on a treadmill, hamster on a wheel, going nowhere. Yeah, that other dude that I just talked about and went the hell in on with all the facts about it, and he can't do nothing about it. Yeah, he's irrelevant. He nobody. None of them people are anybody. That's the truth. They just sit there and pretend on the internet and whatever. Yeah, it's very important to you because you're online seeking acceptance, seeking validation. That's cute. You know what I mean? We seek totally different things, brother. You seeking comfort, I'm seeking discomfort. You know what I mean? You're seeking how to fail because you don't know how to succeed, and I'm seeking actual success and attaining it. Right? I did a one arm pull up with both hands today, both arms. What have you done lately? Want to talk about money? Who cares? See, that's the thing. You don't get money's irrelevant. We're in the middle of the Great Depression. You're forced to do what you do. That's not something to brag about. It's called being in desperation, brother. You have to do that to barely get by so that you can go get a burger from Burger King. That sucks for you. I don't have to do that. Real talk. I don't have to do that. You know what I do? I make videos and I go to work and I be Batman and I get piss aid for it, little homie. Who's got a better lifestyle? I just told you I own all this stuff. I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit. I had over 70,000 shares. Every penny that I worked for all these past years for a long time, I put into that stock. They're going to have to pay me something too. And they stole my inheritance, so they got to cough all that up as well. I'm sorry, but what? And you see me out here good? What? Boy, you wish you lived like me. You wish you lived like me. You wish you looked like me. And that applies to you and anybody else on that panel who feels any way. And all y'all are welcome to come forward. Quit talking on the internet, man. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Have a conversation face to face in person. I'm easy to find, man. You see where I run my business. You see where I'm at. I don't hide for nobody. I'm easy to find. See, I'm not you fake Crips. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's the difference. I'm really a boss. I'm really a gangster. I'm really the real thing. You see what I'm saying? So we a little different. You know what I mean? I don't hold my tongue for nobody, man. Trust me, bro. I don't already came up against all the dudes that thought they was thugging. You know what I mean? Real talk. I came up against them. I've been in all those clubs. I've been in the clubs down here. Like, come on, bro. I'm not, and that's the thing. When I speak, I'm very, very smart and careful about how I talk. I don't talk about where I go. I don't talk specifics because I know they always listening. You know what I mean? Even though I have every reason to, I have nothing to worry about, nothing to hide. But still, it just ain't smart. It ain't smart to be telling people your information. The sooner that people online figure that out and what game folks is playing and these agencies and people are playing, the better off you'll be. That fool right there indicting himself, and I bet you anything the feds is watching. I bet you. So, like I said, I mean, does he understand? You pulled out a pill bottle on camera, dog. You understand right there, they could arrest you just for that. That's all they got to do. Or if the feds cared enough and you posed any, you know what, or were relevant at all, right? And even if you weren't, just if they wanted to do their job and do what they're supposed to do, they could literally take you to prison and jail just for doing that. And then talking about what you're doing with it. What? See, this one I'm talking about, man. It just be weird, bro. Like, what? This is weird. Like, how do them folks, like, is that what y'all do? Y'all just let them make it? I mean, I don't get that. So that's the thing, bro. That I'm just saying, it just goes to show that people could really be doing a lot more. You know what I mean? Because when you got stuff like that happening, I mean, like, what do the rules not allow you to do anything about it, or what's the deal? You know what I mean? Or like y'all just don't know about these panels and groups, maybe? I don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of them are like little underground illegal criminal organizations. That's what they are, that formed on the internet, little internet alliances. You know what I mean? Like, I have no agenda, man. I just go and be me. I talk to people. It is what it is. But you do have to kind of remember, Batman's putting together federal lawsuits, and Batman has, I shut down Empower Network. Go look that up. One of the biggest pyramid schemes that ever existed in this planet. I'm the man who did it, right? So, I mean, I shut down illegal organizations hands on. That's my past and my history. I mean, the real deal. So you got to keep that in mind. See, that's the thing now. When the reality is different than the internet, you're trying to act. I don't got time for you. When I walk into the room, the whole energy shifts and changes because people know who's in the building. Like, I didn't ask for power, I took my power. And it's a beautiful thing. It is, it's a beautiful thing. It's like that one gangster says in the song. What does he say? He says, "My heart's gone cold. It's a beautiful thing," and they all start laughing. Real talk. Like, I have no remorse. That's what he says. Like, real talk. Like, what? Like, dude, y'all are on some weirdo stuff. All of them. And the fact that they touting it like it's cool, that's funny. Hold up. So yeah, with me, as far as I'm concerned, I have nothing to say to that dude. Like I said, everybody else is cool. I was watching the video, which is what I was there for. And also, I want you to notice the timing too, how he comes around when I'm around. Like, that's a no no, buddy. You better stop doing that. You better fix your timing, because if you keep doing that, you got to understand, then you're definitely going to be part of this federal lawsuit, and you're going to be looking at federal prison time for gang stalking me. See, people don't get, as soon as I'm around, you got to be careful what you're doing. Okay, you can't do that. You can't just be everywhere I'm at, and it doesn't work that way. I got free leeway to go where I want because I don't do what you do. Smart one. See, when you're not a criminal, you have a lot of freedom. That's why Tommy Sotomayor, the cult leader, was mad at me and said, "That white boy runs around the internet freely. Why wouldn't I? I'm a regular civilian. I'm a tax-paying citizen. Like, what? I'm a good person. I'm an outstanding citizen. Yeah, I can do what I want on the internet." That's what I'm saying. These people are trying to play games with me, like I'm a grown adult. Like, what? Like, I'm gonna have my fun. You know what I mean? And do what I want on the internet. Like, that's all it is. Like, they're like, "Oh, we don't want you to be free on the internet." Like, yeah, it's not up to you. Goodbye. Keep it pushing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these people funny as hell. Like, boy, I know you saw what I did today, man. One arm pull up, both arms, both hands. Boy, quit talking to me. There ain't nothing to talk about. There ain't nothing left to talk about. I done broke through the matrix. I done broke the algorithm. I'm a pioneer, man. I've done all the impossible in front of your eyes. I'm just proud, man. I'm proud as hell of myself. Like, yeah, I mean, everything sucks right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard as hell. I'm seeing a way that it may be possible, but it's still gonna be it's gonna be hard, and these people make it more impossible because they can't think, right? But I mean, end of the day, this is what it is. And that's the thing, man. For me, I got to stand up for myself. I'm not gonna let nobody get in the way of me living my life and making my money. That's all. Just stay out my way. You know what I mean? As long as you're not messing with my money or my ability to survive, you good. You got nothing to worry about. But I'm not gonna let nobody play with me. You feel me? That's common sense. I'm a grown man. See, I have a right to survive and exist. I don't have to ask nobody. Right? I do what I want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm who put the whole system in their place. I'm who exposed and stood up to the corrupt injustice system. You feel me? You got the wrong dude to be running your mouth to, Wody. That's all I'm saying, bro. You got me completely misconstrued, man. Real talk. Look at my chest alone, bro. Look. You serious, bro? Are you serious, bro? Does it look like I'm a game and I'm playing? Are you serious? Yeah, that little bicep is the strongest bicep in the world. 90-pound dumbbell curls. What you talking about? Y'all trying to make fake stars out of people who ain't stars. These dudes that all of them are on you know what because they don't believe in themselves. Yeah, whatever they claim to lift, I will outlift them naturally. That's what's happening, Wody. I'm stronger than all you fools. I was way stronger than Cali Muscle my entire life. Cali Muscle's a joke. What? I shook that boy's hand and walked him to my Porsche like a dog. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? But these fools want to act like we equal, like we the same. You ain't listening, bro. You don't get it. I got a lot of history in these streets, bro. People heard about me. People know me. They know me in Corpus. I backed down all the gangs in Corpus to their face. What? They was trying to target me in Corpus. I stood up to all of them right in front of them. What? You feel me? Like what? They wanted me to like their music. Do you like our music? I sat there and lied. I didn't have to. I was just trying to be nice to the guy. I knew he wanted my validation so badly. I said, "Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's great, man. Try not to vomit. The music was terrible. Some of the worst music I ever heard. Yeah, the dude had his shirt off, trying to show out. They had me at the top floor in the balcony. Like, how of all rooms, if you weren't trying to set me up, and this is exposing the Bayfront Inn in Corpus, yes, and the people who worked in the lobby at that time, right? Who I found out later that the dude was a snake, and he was literally talking to my ex, who was against me, right? Roxy Orocho, remember? Yeah, and I think she has a part in all this too. I think she put these people up to doing this on the internet, which is very cowardly, right? Like, it ain't my fault that you were doing all that weird stuff in your La Spa de Vida, right? That ain't my fault. You know what I mean? I mean, quit running a brothel. Real talk. Like, I'm not supposed to talk about what I know. Well, I mean, quit doing weird stuff. What do you expect? You can just mess everyone over and treat them anyway and do whatever and have no humanity, and people are just going to be like, "Oh, it's okay." Who do you think you are? It's the same thing. She would get kicked out of those clubs too. She was working at. They'd kick her out of the club. Literally, one of the owners told me like, "Yeah, don't listen to that girl." Real talk. He was like, "You should get the hell away from her." Real talk. I didn't understand what he was talking about at the time because all the truth hadn't come out. See, that's what I'm saying. People, given time, they'll expose themselves. See, the things that y'all be saying and bragging about, what are you talking about? None of that's going on. These people like act like people are their sworn enemies, like everything's against someone else. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I don't have any enemies like that, man. I'm good to everybody, man. Everybody has no reason but to like me. Like, no, I'm trying to help y'all out, but like, you understand if you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be a horrible person, I'm gonna expose you. But yeah, that dude's a walking contradiction. No, I agree with that troll or whoever it was 100%. I think what they said about you is true. I think you do story time and you project. He had the audacity to tell someone on the panel the other day that they were not a good person. And you are? Bragging about what you bragging about? You know what that stuff does, right? What you claiming that you sell illegally? You know that that affects people, right? In a very, very serious way, right? You know, you can go to jail and prison for a long time for that, right? I bet he gonna get shook just for me telling him this and get scared and quit doing it, which is good. I hope he does quit doing that stuff. That's unbelievable, man. Want to tell other people they not good, but look at you. Look at your name. Your name says it all. Like, imagine a dude like that walking up to me, "Yo, what's your name?" That's like that's like someone walk up to me like, "Yo, what's your name?" My name's Two Face. Okay, and I'm Batman. You need to skedaddle. Get up out my face. You get what I'm saying? Like, my name is Hypocrite. Like, yeah, no, you keep it moving. We ain't talking. Hey, see, you think I'm another dude. You think I'm a civilian like you that you can just approach and talk to. No, that's not what I am. See, these people, they want to pretend and play games on the internet like they don't know who the monster is. Like, okay, you have fun with that, man. If you can't see what God's doing in front of your eyes at this point, I give up, man. If you can't see God's creation, if you can't see that I'm all y'all's karma literally and I'm a walking nightmare for y'all that y'all have to deal with now, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You know what I mean? That's the point. That's all. You just gotta understand the Batman is the real deal. Yeah. Batman ain't doing no false flogging, none of that. Like I said, I don't have nothing to do with that nonsense you about. I roll dolo, man. I'm just me. Like I said, if you join a gang, you a coward. That's how I felt my entire life. That's how my dad raised me. We're just not the same, bro. We're not raised the same, nothing. So I'm just saying it's a little confusing for me. But like I said, let people do what they must. Let them tell themselves what they want. I don't really care what you do. Just keep my name out your mouth. Okay? And we'll be good. Okay, pumpkin? So yeah, other than that, I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like, I don't let anybody run their mouth at me, but especially some wannabe criminals and low level, low tier nobodies. Like you a small minnow in the pond. I ain't worried about you, dog. I'm for sure not gonna let you run your mouth at me, though. I'll tell you that. They don't get this is what I do, man. I look into everything and all y'all, bro. I know everything going on, man. You was silly to be saying my name, bro. That's just funny, bro. But like I said, for somebody who self snitches, like it's like your job, like it's like your hobby, like it's the thing to do. I don't put it past you. Then it makes sense why you would talk the way you talk. It really does. It makes sense. You feel me? But yeah, you will never be built like this. So don't even go crazy thinking about it. You understand? You don't even know what 52 blocks is. Like I said, I got taught 52 blocks by Big Trouble, who may have been a Crip because the Crips they got like a Big Trouble set or a Trouble Crips or something like that up there. Right? I don't know all your politics. I was never a part of none of that. Don't want to be. I don't claim to know everything about y'all. I'm studying it. Okay, but it ain't you. That's all I'm saying. You ain't it. I know you ain't it because if you was that, you'd be out in the street actively, and you're not. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty easy arithmetic, brother. You understand? You want to sit here and talk about, yeah, he said Jimmy. I never said anything about Jimmy, and Jimmy was on it too. Jimmy knows he's fake too, and don't respect him at all because he checked him and told him. Jimmy said, nah, y'all are trying to stir the pot. Y'all are trying to start something here. Yeah. See, Jimmy's pretty with it, man. He's pretty smart. So let me say this: I saw some of the training. I thought Cyber did a great job training him. Genuinely. Um, I actually was impressed by his movements and his footwork. So like Cyber can actually box. Okay, so I mean, when Tone Space ran, he definitely ran. So now y'all can't live that down. Y'all will never you will never let you live it down. Tone Space ran from Cyber. Now I know Cyber actually has some hands and he can move. Like, yeah, he wasn't lying. Cyber is actually the real deal to an extent. Cyber is actually real. So that right there tells me a lot. A lot. You understand? But like them other dudes, when you want to keep on banking on, oh, I just come up here on a panel and I talk, nah, you ain't real. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I have respect for Cyber. I think Cyber is a pretty cool individual. I think that was cool of him to do that. Now that I think about it and look at it from a different angle. So I mean, he's growing on me. I think he's all right, man. Like I said, he but yeah, he has some hands. He can move. You know what I mean? He can do it. He can move. So I mean, that was cool. That was impressive. But he did a good job with Jimmy. With Jimmy, the only thing is he has his hands down here, but it might help him to do that kind of because then he won't get tired keeping them. You can't. Nobody can keep their hands up that long. Don't care how strong you are. It takes away from what you're doing. So he's kind of doing right, having them right there, but you just got to be quick enough to come up and block. Let me tell my baby I'm live. She just messaged me. Message her. Hold on. All right. So yeah, um, where the hell was I? Yeah, Jimmy has his hands like right here, but that's kind of good. There's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, you don't want to have them up all the time. Me, I keep them down. Here's my baby. All right, she's coming. Woo! I keep my hands down farther than Jimmy. Like, that's why 52 blocks is a different stance. So, like, I'll have my hand, but I'll have my hands moving like this, you see, and then I'll have this hand, I'll have it down, right? And, but see, that's what like the most experienced, best martial artists in the planet do because I'm quick enough to pull up and still protect my face and have my guard up. The name of the game in boxing and MMA, UFC, all that, I don't care what anyone tells you, is protecting your face. And that's what none of them do. They're all scrubs. In all those leagues, they're all scrubs. None of them know how to do that. That's why all of them lose. Every single bout I've ever watched is because the other dude doesn't know how to protect his face. So it's basically like a just a pointless match with two scrubs, pretty much all of them, unless you go back to the old school when they was really real and doing the real thing. But that's all it is nowadays. It's just patty cake, and then it's rigged, and they cheat and lie, especially in Vegas, and especially for Floyd Mayweather. He never won one bout. I've seen him lose, and they lie and say he won. Like they got y'all brainwashed, and y'all okay with that? Why do you let a league make the rules that you know is going to lie and cheat? That's what I'm saying. Floyd just was running in the street from people just recently. He's a scrub. You know what I mean? He's got that fake security. Like that security dude thinks he's big. Like he ain't nothing right there. Like that's what I'm saying. You need to hire Batman as your security, dude. Real talk. And your security ain't even protecting you and ain't doing their job and ain't about nothing. That's crazy. And it's because, like I said, Mayweather doesn't have any money. He's just a puppet. Like I said, they facilitate your expenses. Yeah, they send him like a spring breaker on these trips. He wears his little fake Gucci and Prada, and he pretends he's a diva. That's literally what these folks are. And you tried to actually talk smack to me on here, hiding about Floyd Mayweather towards me. He's an actual diva. He's a feminine little homie. I'm sorry, but what? Compared to a grown man who did everything himself as an actual legend in backyard boxing, and you think we have something in common? I tower over that little man. He's little. He's a wee man. That's who I got into it with in reality was wee man. Well, I was ready to go, wee man. I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed. I was seriously, genuinely at that time. I was more reckless. I didn't care. I was pissed, because I was pretty much going 0 to 100 on everybody. And Wee Man, I bought him a drink. I had over $250,000 in the bank. Little homie want to sit there and have an attitude. And man, I went off, and there was camera crews around and stuff, and like I never saw him play that anywhere. They might have it on camera, like me hooting and hollering and yelling. I was pissed. Real talk, because like, bro, all you got to do is just act like a normal pro. Like that dude's really genuinely a rude guy. Like he's just not nice, and like, nah, that's not an excuse that you drunk. I don't care that you liquored up. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. You got to know who you're talking to. Yeah, I don't mess with Wee Man at all. Like real talk. If I see him again, I'm gonna tell him what's up again. Real talk. I don't like that dude. I don't care how tall he is. He don't get a pass. I don't like him. Like, see, that's the thing. I don't care who you are. It don't matter what you look like. It's about your character and the type of person you are. A dude like that, someone inhumane like that, and yeah, I know. And those are just the same type of people, just like these people on the internet. You just got like really just vile people, man. Like I don't mess with you vile people, bro. I'm not gonna sit there and be patient with you at all. That's why I try to stay away from folks like that because I know me, bro, and I know I'll lose my patience. You know what I mean? And the thing is, people know about me. They all know who I am and how I get down. My reputation precedes me. Feel me? But yeah, like I said, I did a one arm pull up today. I mean, what have you done lately? What have you done for me lately? Like I said, these folks don't want to donate. They're just sitting there when I'm literally sitting here struggling and don't have nothing I need, right? And all you got to do is donate. Like that dude, like I said, the one I already went in on this whole program, right? And after this, I'm done talking about him and I'm going to continue to move forward because I don't care. And like I said, I don't got no words to say to you. You speak to me on panel, I'm ignoring you or leaving. I am done with these games. You feel me? But like, I just forgot what I was gonna say about it, but like they're just all a walking contradiction, man. That's the main point. You're a walking contradiction. Oh yeah, when you was complaining about, oh, I I got blocked in your chat. Yeah, you got blocked in my chat because you a troll, because you was trolling. Like, get a grip, brother. Quit trying to act like you a real dude. You not real, bro. Real folks is not sitting on the computer 24 hours a day, bro. Okay, and I know everybody would agree with me. GG all and all of them over there. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. You complaining about, oh, you got blocked in a chat because you said some real suspect weird stuff. Why would you ever, right, say false accusations and much less talk about narcissism? I'm an empath, brother. Shows how much you know. I don't have any even slightly narcissistic traits. I'm a full on empath who turns into a dark empath. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm narcissist's worst nightmare, and I'm a pure-hearted good person to the core. And you contradicted yourself because I analyzed behavior. Look how smart the genius is, messing with your mind, analyzing every little word you say and critiquing it. You literally are sitting there contradicting yourself, bro, when you speak. Do you understand that? Saying, I know you mean well. Okay, then I'm not a narcissist, because narcs, if they're talking, they're lying, and they never mean well. They're evil to the core because they're demonically possessed. Probably like you are. That's why you just sit there like a zombie all day looking at your computer. That's all he does. Yeah, he's tough. Next panel. Yeah, my way's right. But you just projected too, because you said that I went on my rants, which I don't go on rants, you liar. You said that I say it's my way or the highway, or I have that attitude. Well, I mean, not really, but I have every right to. It kind of sounds like Batman, right? So, I mean, of course it's my way or the highway. I'm Batman, dude. I have all the power and you have none. But if anyone's like that, it's you. That's the way you act. So he just get online and he project all day. Like I said, that's one of the weakest individuals I've ever seen. You've been dismissed. Next. All right. So if any other stranger that I don't know wants to say my name, I will gladly put you in your place verbally on here as well, because that's what I do. I saute and stir, right? Like I'm cooking, like they're hors d'oeuvres, and I'm cooking up a storm. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? That's what I do. I just be cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. I be cooking your egos. Real talk. Yeah, don't come my way with that nonsense. Bye bye. Bye. Keep that over there. Skedaddle. Yeah, that's how you do it. Gonna walk away from Tyree because I got nothing to say. Yeah, no. No, we don't do that, brother. Let me check Christina's messages. Hold on. So yeah, man, I mean basically the more dudes that expose themselves and come out the box like that, I'm gonna continue to expose you. That's all. You know what I mean? And that's all this is, man. Is just YouTube, like I said, and that's my whole issue with them. All of them don't want to keep it on YouTube, and they want to front and pretend they're something they're not, and talk crazy about, oh, they're this and that, and a bunch of stuff they're not capable of and will never do. And like, you need to come back to reality, boss. See, you used to talking to people. I'm just being real with you. You're used to having arguments with people and speaking. Batman don't argue with no one, and I don't do no talking. We're not built the same. So that's why when you start running your mouth on the internet, like I take it very, very personally and offensively, because people don't do that with me in reality. See how we're two totally different animals? I'm a lion king of the jungle, and you're like a basset hound. You're like a little chihuahua. So just sit there and do your barking, okay? Do your barking until you bark enough that you self snitch so much that they go ahead and lock you up, because that's what I see in your near future, seriously, right? And that's it. And then you can bark in there by yourself. Feel me? Because you ain't tough. You're not made for jail or prison culture, like at all. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. People do like you run your mouth so much you want to talk, but you gonna adjust to that culture. And see, You made your first mistake right there. False accusation. Yeah, that stuff works in your little county jail fake environments where you're all scrubs and snitches and soldier boy run and tell them. That stuff don't work when you start dealing with a normal gangster. See, you're the type of dude that's a coward and you try to gang up on one individual. Jimmy called you out for it. He didn't side with you and go agree with your lie. I never said anything about Jimmy or Jimmy being a crip. I don't care what Jimmy is. First of all, okay, like Jimmy can be whatever he wants. I think that the last thing Jimmy should aspire to be is a crip. I think that he should aspire to be a successful grown man with a career path, like, you know, anybody over there who actually wants what's best for him and is trying to help him, because I think he's a little bit younger than us. I think he's like 26, I heard, or something like that. I mean, you would think that if they wanted what's best for him, they would want him to go the right direction. I mean, if he's working, I mean, that's all good stuff. I mean, I'm happy for him. I hope things work out for him. But I saw the training. It looked pretty good. I think Cyber did a great job. He looks pretty ready, man. I don't know why that lady was talking to Mookie or whatever his name is, and like it was an easy victory. I mean, I guess maybe she did. She kind of inclined that, whether she meant to or not. And I don't see that being an easy victory. I think that Jimmy can I think he can box. I think he needs to work on your movement. You need to work on lateral movement. And if I get a chance to talk to you on your panel, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna tell you that there was some things that I typed in that chat in Cybers. You need to go read them towards the end of the show. I wrote down all of it in the chat. You need to do all those things. First was fix your base to where, like, if you take two fingers, right, and you push to where your base is strong so you're not falling. You need a strong base in your legs and your stance. Okay, that's number one, right? And not all the time, but some of the time you need to have a good solid base because you're too straight up. And you can do that, but you still want to have a pivot and you got to be grounded. You're not really grounded, you're just kind of standing there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not used to it. And that's perfectly normal because you probably haven't done a lot of boxing, right? It's like when I started boxing, there was things I was learning. I didn't understand certain concepts, right? And then you learn as you go. Hopefully, if you're smart, you start picking it up, right? And I don't do orthodox boxing. You can use 52 blocks in boxing or anything. If I box, I'm using 52. It's a given. And I may not be flailing my arms around all the time. I'll turn that on and off because it's going to waste energy, right? But I'm using 52. I mean, if we boxing and you throw anything my direction, I'm coming right here. Oh, you most definitely can use your arms and elbows in boxing. You just can't make contact. You can use them to block. Hmm. Yeah, you can. That's the other lie they want to try to paint and tell you because nobody's smart enough to just do what you're supposed to do. 52 blocks, you got boxing gloves on, you come here and with the other arm, right? And you're coming here, right? It's a window, it's a square. If that square, even just blocking like this, it's crazy that boxing coaches don't teach their students, right? Because none of them know what they're talking about, how to do this simple block. And you use the other arm and you come, it looks like E Trade, it's like a square, and if you get that square tight, they can't touch you, right? That's what Batman uses, like in every cartoon, every movie. And it just so happened I got taught 52 blocks and I'm Batman. So think about that. God put it all together, right? It's God's plan. But my point is, why would a boxing coach not teach you? They only teach you, oh, keep your hands here. Ah, block like this. Dude can't get through this. A guard like this, a dude who's strong enough like me, I can get through this guard all day. You just have your hands here. I don't care how close. I don't care where you position. If you ain't stronger than me and nobody is, I'm getting through that guard. That's why no one can defeat me. I'm telling you right now. I'm 10-0 in my own league, backyard boxing, bro. What like a regular boxing match in a ring? That's soft to me. I'll win that all day long. I don't care who you are. Straight up. I don't care who it is. You can get the biggest dude you want. Now, I'm not saying somebody couldn't compete. I'm not saying somebody couldn't get me. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely. You know what I mean? Because you get the biggest dude, strongest dude you want, whatever. I mean, it really ain't going to matter. I'm too quick. I understand how to move and defend, and y'all still are looking at it because you want to minimize me. Like I move unilaterally, like y'all. I don't move unilaterally. I'm running circles around you. I'm too quick. I'm creating angles. You understand? When you swinging and doing all that, right? I'm gonna figure out how to block it, and I'm gonna figure out how to move around it and come underneath it and create an angle with you. whatever you do, if I have to turn it up and move quicker, I'm gonna try to move even quicker. So I'm not saying I can't be defeated. I mean, sure, if the guy's big and strong enough and quick enough, possibly, but it's a learning process. So like if I got caught one time, that would show me, okay, I need to make this adjustment. And then that's how I would go and I see if I did boxing, I would keep evolving as my boxing career progressed. And that's the thing. I'm at the perfect age to go into boxing, 35. And I actually went through all the real life stuff and survived it all. See, this is what these people don't get. They want to tell you, oh, you can't do these things at this age. You can do it at any age. Delonte West still wants to play basketball. Of course he does, because that's the only way he was able to make a living. And then after that, he was homeless on the street because all y'all are modern day slavery and you own nothing, right? Because you're owned. You're not free. Nobody, none of those people have ever been free. Like, nah, quit taking it the wrong way and just listen to the facts. Real talk. See, if you get rid of your ego, then you'll hear the message and hear the truth in it. If you take it wrong, if I don't like you, good. That's what people don't get. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you mad, good. You ain't gonna do nothing about it, none of y'all. So just be mad. See what I'm saying? If I did boxing, and if I go into boxing again, which is a very big possibility because I'm like Rocky for real, I'm really meant to do boxing. I might go back into it. I can tell you right now, I really think that I would just become unstoppable like I am with the Batman thing and everything I do. I think it's common sense. And I think that as my career evolved, I think I would progress through every match that I had, even if I lost. You know, champions lose too. If I lost, I would learn from it. Somebody could catch me wrong, right? Whatever. And not only that, but you know, from points you could lose too. You know, anything can happen. You don't know. You know what I mean? But if I lost, I can guarantee you I'd learn and I'd probably learn from it, you know, more. Well, I'm not going to say that. I learn whether I win or lose regardless. But, you know, that's how you learn. That's why I always played against older, bigger guys when I was playing ball. And if I'm going to do boxing, I tried to always come up against the biggest dudes I could. I always got the toughest dude, but like, it was the toughest dude in the bridge. I was going out there and we was boxing. So I don't know what you're talking about. It don't get no realer than that. This is what I do, man. Like that's what I really do. That's something I really do. That's how I came up. I did backyard boxing for real. I'm an actual like champion. So just like the pikey Brad Pitt, why I have these tattoos? Why do you think I have them? Because I'm that real thing. Yeah, I really did backyard boxing. See what I'm saying? These people don't even understand how I came up, bro. In high school and all that, and when I was younger, I was doing it all without any gloves. What? When I was younger, I was pulling up to public places because people was mad and on my phone talking about what they gonna do, and I'd pull up and they wouldn't show up, and I was revved up, ready to go. I thought that's what life consisted of and what it was about. hmm So I don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? Like, and it would be over whatever because some girl was hating or whatever or jealous or whatever. Like, you know, like I don't care. I don't care who says what. I don't care about nothing. All I know is like I'm gonna stand up for myself and be a boss regardless. That's what people don't get with me. I don't care how you feel about me. I've had chicks hate on me. I've had all sorts of people hate on me. I don't care how you feel. If you feel some way about me and for no reason and you targeting me already, that's what I was. I never understood that why it was always me. And I still don't really in high school and everything. And I'm like, even with women and girls, I'm like, what would you have against me? And then I realized they're all fake because all y'all are some actual full, like full power. So y'all really be talking that college stuff behind people's back. Like that's crazy. And those people, you'll never make it in anything. You'll never succeed. You'll never become anyone. You're afraid to be anything. You're afraid of everyone and everything. You're living in fear. If you're living in fear, how are you going to ever accomplish anything, brother? See my point? That's the whole point. I represent standing up and not being afraid. I represent standing up and coming up against every fear you have and confronting it. We're not the same, brother. None of you. We don't look the same. We don't act the same. We don't talk the same. You could take one look at me and see who I am and what I'm about. You understand me? I have to tone myself down, especially on YouTube. I got to watch myself on YouTube because all y'all are some snitches. All y'all cowards. All y'all on some soldier boy running telling stuff. I'm a street dude, bro. You feel me? I don't back down to nobody. I don't care where I'm at and who it is. You know how many folks I done turned up on and went 0 to 100? I've had people I'm chilling with, hanging out with, and they think we cool, and I go 0 to 100 real quick and let them know who the boss because they said one wrong thing to me. See, that's the thing. People want to act like this and that. Y'all got so much to say, but I'm the only one who is myself. I'm me. I'm not faking things. I'm not changing who I am. If people want to be a part of me, my life, what I'm doing, cool. You're gonna break bread and you're gonna get down and you're gonna respect me and you're gonna love me genuinely. But I'm not changing for nobody. Cause me works. Being Tyrese Sneed works. I make the money don't make me. I'm a boss. That check's already up over 160. It's about to climb, or almost, and or it may be already. I think it is. Let me check it real quick. It's about to climb higher tonight. Hold up. So yeah, like I said, I asked Christina if she has anything she wants to add, on the show right now because I'm about to get off here in a minute, in a little bit. But you know, hold up. But yeah, I mean, with me, man, I mean, I'm in a groove, man. I'm like Groovy Jimmy. I'm in a groove, man. I'm getting in a groove. I know what I'm doing. Everything's coming together. It's just the last part is I need people to donate right now, and they're all just sitting there because that's what they do. They just like to just sit there and like be on idle mode. Like all you got to do is send me some real money right now, and I'm straight. That's all I'm waiting for. I did this for 2+ years. I funded everything out of my own pocket, and I've been Batman, run the streets, took everything over, lowered crime rates, literally got more done than every agency combined. Everyone respects me. I got sheriffs honking at me, saying, "Good job, keep going," asking me to take pictures and videos. Everybody loves me out here. I'm a local legend, and I'm a legend all over the U.S. and in the world, and I'm going viral. And all I'm asking is, can people in the public please, like, I'm sorry if you're all struggling too, but can you please just donate? Like, please give me some real money to work with, man, so that I can just get to my check on my birthday, July 21st, and be okay and healthy, and so that I'm not affected by this because I had to come up against witches, covens, all the Freemasons, and shut down everybody in one. Don't let people treat me some way, hiding at a distance like the cowards they are, because I defeated them and I won. That's all. You know, it's just crazy. I ain't trying to make a living off nobody else. I'm making a living myself. I just checked. The next check is almost to $163. I'm a completely genuine person. I don't have any agenda. I'm just trying to get by, bro. You understand? Like, people need help. I'm man enough to admit when I need help. Like, come on, bro. I done funded all this out of my own pocket, bro. You know how much money this took, bro? That's what I'm saying. Before somebody talk down on me, you got another thing coming. You got to be out your mind. And that's what they all are on YouTube. That's why I don't talk to them. You're delusional. Like, no, this took hard work. This took a lot, and I'm a damn sure be respected. Trust me. Everybody respect me, bro. That's crazy, man. You know what I accomplished already as Batman? You have any clue? It's a lot. I'll tell you that. It's a whole lot. So, like I said, I make it through this. I keep on pushing forward. I can see it. I can just see myself being sculpted and molded by God. I can see He's really making me everything He said. Like they said, God said, "I'm gonna make you unstoppable. Like I'm gonna get you to the point nobody can stop you." That's what's happening in front of your eyes. That's what these folks don't get. When I'm doing one arm pull ups, man, and I'm doing more and more like different things, these are not theatrics like y'all do, or it's not acrobatics really. It has something in common with that part, with acrobatics and gymnastics, but this is some real strength. This is serious stuff. When a dude is doing one arm pull ups, that's a whole nother ball game, bro. People ain't doing stuff like that. I don't care what you say. You're like, no, that's a very rare thing, very rare. So when you got a dude that got to that level, yeah, no, and nobody can minimize it either. Like that one scrub was talking about. Oh, well, once you get it, you got it. What are you talking about? How would you know if you know nobody who's ever to see? That's what they do. Narcs start making up lies, making up fake imaginary people. Oh yeah, Bob, he was the fishing champion over there in 67. You remember Bob? Yeah, that's what they do. You say you set the world fishing record for I caught the biggest trout, and they say, well, yeah, Bob, in 1941 in March, uh, like what are you talking about? Yeah, Bob. Bob was on the pond out there in Lake Make Up a Lie When You Wanna, right? Lake Make Up a Lie When You Wanna, and where the hell is that lake? Oh, it's somewhere out there in the deep parts of Michigan. You probably haven't heard of it, but Lake Make Up a Lie When You Wanna. Um, yeah, Joe, didn't you say it was Bob? Yeah, I mean Bob was out there, and Bob got the record for biggest trout that was ever caught. This is what these folks do. This is the same thing TJ did. I said I made 11 bands. This fool say, "Oh, I'm crying and wondering why I can't make it and everybody else is." So immediately tries to minimize and say that other people accomplished what I did when no one else did. He said, "Yeah, and I know a guy that made 11 grand twice." That's what he says. You narcs is hilarious, and I'm supposed to feel bad about that? I mean, maybe at the time a little bit, like, damn, because you gonna really like try to put me down when I'm celebrating and one. But at this point, like, I just laugh. Like, yeah, you have to make up a fake guy that doesn't exist, like a fake Billy Bob who made 11 bands twice because you got to one up me with words with fake stuff. That's crazy, son. That's how they operate. That's why the dude said that. He said, "Yeah, I got this friend. He's 110 pounds and he holds the world record for pull ups." Impossible. You watch the channel. You know I hold the world record for pull ups at 200 pull ups. It's on the channel. So that's why you said that. See, these people don't, they want to act like I'm out of place or out of character. No, I'm literally a genius. I just remember everything that people said. I don't have amnesia like y'all. I don't have that narc amnesia where I wake up and forget everything that was said and done for my whole life. I remember every little thing you did. I got the memory of an elephant, bro. I forgets nothing. Be careful what you say to me. Straight up watch what you say to me because I'll hold on to it for about 15 years and come back one day for my vengeance. That's how I operate. Seriously. Oh, I'm a methodic. Like y'all think you're methodic? No, I'm not methodic, but I'm a patient guy. And I'm just about justice. I'm not methodic because I don't think about other people. I don't worry about other people, bro. Y'all are methodic. Methodic is like when you're plotting and planning and those are the folks, them narcs. It's always narcissists. Narcissists always end up doing life in prison because you can see where their actions are. With me, that's the thing. I would always have everything working out for me because people know all I do is take care of myself and defend myself. And I'm not methodic. I don't plot anything. I don't plot on people. I plot how to make money. I plot my next strategic move, right, to combat my enemies and to win. That's it. But all that other stuff, I don't think like that. I'm not vindictive. I'm a good person to the core. Hold up. And that ain't fake like to cover myself or cover my you know what. That's just the truth. So at the end of the day, I just see what God is building with me. I see what He's doing with me. And if I get through this, man, through this thing that happened with the steel armor and everything, y'all better be worried. I'm going to tell you right now, you should be seriously shook right now if you wasn't already. You should be scared. Like, y'all should be terrified, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real, bro, because that means that he created me and I'm unstoppable. It means I really am invincible and immortal. And that should scare you. That's what should scare y'all because it means I can't be stopped, bro. Whatever I want, whatever I say goes. Whatever God tells me, whatever God wants, God's will be had. Whatever that is, you know? I don't know God's plan. I don't claim to know it. You understand? I'm just the vessel. I'm along for the ride like everybody. Feel me? That's the thing people don't get. I'm not trying to be in control of everything. I understand that I'm not in control. I'm content with that. I've accepted that. Like right now, I'm not in control. There's things that I need, things that I want. I don't have the money for it. I mean, people don't donate. I'm going to keep asking. That's all I can do until somebody hears me and somebody has a heart and a conscience and says, bro, why is he being done like this and treated like this? That's all. It just don't make no sense. When I helped everybody. People owe me thousands of dollars. I done took care of everybody. Like this is how the real world works. You get nothing for being a good, kind person. I'm not going to change though. I'm gonna keep being me, but I'm gonna say the truth, and hopefully people will learn from it. It doesn't mean go be the worst person you can be. No, be a good person. I don't regret it, but just understand it ain't necessarily gonna get you nowhere. Gets us treated like you know what. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna keep on being me. Feel me? But like I said, over here you get the real, man. I mean, for dudes to be trying to say my name and talk to me on panels, I mean, bro, you don't even got a platform. You nowhere close to me. You talking about you trying to do shows like, yeah, you want my juice. That's what you want. You trying to be on what I'm on and you can't do it, so that's why you upset. Like, yeah, you got to stop that, bro. You got to stop thinking you're gonna make a come up off me or any of y'all gonna have a career on here. You not. No, you not. No. And I don't ever stop anyone. Like, I hope all you succeed, but you're just not going to because you ain't going about it the right way. You're not going to build a fan base of trolls and then think you're competing with me because they enable you and tell you a bunch of lies, brother. That's what all these people lean on. They want validation. So they think if they get enough fake people and trolls and actual delusional, clinically insane trolls together in a chat, that means something. It was like the one dude, you could tell he was on the panel yesterday, he had a quiet desperation. He looked like a punk because that's what he was. He's a coward, right? Another Soldier Boy runner telling him he's out of shape, and he's sitting there and talking to the same individual, and he was talking and telling him, well, do you want to have a chat that has this many people that like you and rock with you, or do you want to chat with more people that they don't, blah blah blah? No, that's not how it works. No one can handle that. I've been going through that for years. People can't handle that. See, you're trying to talk like that, and you could tell he would get let down every time the dude would say, no, I'm rejecting, even though he's a weirdo too. I'm rejecting what you're saying. So he'd get in his feelings like, oh, well, I can't see. They can't accept reality. Like, no, brother, you don't have to have a chat to make money on here. No, you don't. That's a lie. You do not. You do not. Just like they say, you ain't gonna make no money. That's what that one said, right? Who was trying to say a put down, and I think I got it documented, possibly still. And they're looking at coming to the federal lawsuit and prison time, and because they're working with the Red Triangles in a conspiracy to commit what towards me? Real smart, right? And that's what they said. They said without audience interaction, you ain't gonna make no money. It makes no sense. I've been making more money on here than all y'all since day one, and I've never had to interact with the audience. Actually, I tried interacting with the audience. You're not allowing me to. See, you're the one in a delusion acting like I need to interact with an audience to make money. I don't. They can super chat through the shorts. I don't need a chat. And I think you just didn't want me to realize that completely, that I don't have to let y'all talk because you're not talking to me with respect and you're not being calm and you're not talking to me as who you are because you ain't that. You ain't built like that. You're not me. I'll talk to you any way I want. None of you are going to do anything about it. But you want to act like you're me online, and I'm not going to sit here and play that game. Feel that? Be you. Okay? If you're little and small and you're 3 feet tall, it kind of sounds like a song or something. Sounds like a Christmas song or something. If you're little and small. There's that chameleon. I just saw him twice. He's playing around. Uh, what's that one song? Oh yeah, that's y'all's theme song. It's alright to be itty bitty, little hometown in a big old city. It's alright to have a small channel. You're not monetized and you never will be. Might as well laugh, might as well smile. Life goes on for itty bitty while. It's alright to not be at Tyree Sneed's level. You'll never be the Batman. Don't go crazy thinking about it. 'Cause it's alright to be itty bitty. Right? That's y'all. That's all y'all. A itty bitty channel in a big old city. Might as well laugh. Might as well share. Might as well smile. Life goes on for itty bitty while. And ain't it the truth? Ain't that the truth? Life is too short, man. That's why I'm not gonna let y'all ever bother me again. Straight up. Talk to you for what? Like what? That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna point out your hypocrisy. I'm gonna point out your fallacies. And my formula is infallible. That's all I got to do. All I got to do is talk and be precise. That's what y'all don't get. Batman's about precision. I move with precision, and there's a reason I do, and I win every time because of it. I ain't here to play with y'all. I'm not here to play games. Like I said, you're going to come up off my money. Yeah, you are. I promise that. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I think it's crazy that I'm even having to ask this much. Shout out to the people who've done a little bit of something, but like I said, all y'all breadcrumbing me. They telling me, yeah, well, we're gonna lie on you, and you should put up with it. No. Oh, you should treat your donators, treat it all everybody with respect, no matter who they are. You already know that about me. No. Oh, we're gonna lie and say that you did actions that you didn't, that blah blah blah, because we're gonna project when that's what we did. Yeah, no, you're not. Well, we're gonna sit here and type over and over. No, you're not. It's documented. You're going to prison. Anything else? See, when you got an answer for everything, you're gonna keep losing. An answer for everything is an answer for nothing. Again, narc. You will look for me in other people, and you will never find me. Ooh, ooh, coach. Do you know what I just did to them narcissists, to their ego? It's Mortal Kombat out here, homie. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like I said, me, I'm training for Mortal Kombat, literally. If you can't tell, I'm not fronting. I'm the real thing. I'm like Scorpion, Scorpion. Sub Zero. Like that's why, like you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean make? I don't have to make up my mind. I have components of all those things. I'm a ninja. What are you talking about? I'm an actual ninja. Like I said, God trains me. God puts me through all the insane stuff in the training. This is what I signed up for. It's scary as hell, but it's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm trying to keep pushing and get to a level where I'm just something, and I'm kind of getting there where I'm just something downright terrifying. Like I'm something else, bro. That's what y'all don't get. Like I'm just like Scorpion when Scorpion's got the mask on and he's all ripped and like that's how I'm built right now, bro. Look at me, bro. This camera don't do it justice, bro. I'm a big dude, man. I'm strong, bro. Like I'm ripped. You know what I mean? I'm stronger than any of these dudes in the penitentiaries. I can tell you that right now, easily, comfortably. Are you serious? That's what y'all don't even get. Y'all think gym training means anything. Nah, come do this. Calisthenics, it builds muscle to the bone. If you could do calisthenics like I do, look at this. I don't even look that big. If you could do calisthenics like me, boy, when you go into a gym, people won't even come close to you. I do the whole rack on every single thing I've done. I've been doing that. Imagine now when I'm even stronger, I'd have to add weights to the racks. I'm talking for everything, bro. I was doing the whole rack for lats coming down. I was doing the whole rack for triceps, the whole rack. I'll bend my knee a little bit, move forward position like a boxing stance a little, and I grab the tricep rope and come down. I'll do the entire rack for reps. That's how I train. I don't know what y'all talking about. I've been doing that for years, bro. Like what? What? I would have been had them videos. These people won't let me. See, these people trying to hide my shine because they know I shine and I'm amazing. They wish they could hide me and hide my talent. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna play like that. I'm not gonna be hidden from nobody and nothing. Feel me? I'm like the Wolverine, right? So yeah, like I said, man, at the end of the day, don't worry about me, worry about you. If you're not an immortal vampire, then just mind your business. That's all. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Hold up. You know, don't worry about immortal vampire business. It's not your problem. You're a regular human. Yeah, you know, you got to worry about the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. I don't have to worry about it. You got to worry about that. Worry about you. You got enough problems. You got to worry about time and clocks and all that nonsense. Feel me? You ain't me. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all got plenty to worry about. Worry about that. Get your priorities straight, brother. Like, oh my goodness, quit doing illegal activity. That would be a step in the right direction before you try to speak on my name and act like you telling me anything. How you gonna give me advice? You notice how people in the worst position in reality always try to give you advice? I learned it so much being at them different shelters, like when that church cult stranded me in Kentucky. Oh, for real, I done brought it up again. I won't let go of it, coach. Right? When they did that, you learn about people because like you know how much them fools in the homeless shelter ran their mouth, bro. There's people. There was an old man in there. As soon as I got in there, he started saying something about Texas. I just laughed. Like, no, I don't. It's not guaranteed. I don't have guaranteed reactions. I'm not gonna trip. Why would I care about him running his mouth when I'm concerned about getting back to Texas? See, that's the point. You got to pick and choose like how you react to things, bro. I don't care about that old man. And I ended up putting him in this place anyway. I ended up telling him something else. I forget what it was, but I talked to him to his face and told him what it was. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like them dudes really be running their mouth like it's all good, okay. Like those are cowards. Those are people who hide behind the system. See what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like, why do you feel inclined to do that? That's what happens in shelters, man. You get a bunch of crazy folks, dudes walking back and forth. They want to pretend they tough and they trying you. They'll say crazies. Like shelters are one of the most worst, hardest environments to just be in, survive in, and operate day to day in. And I've done it for a long time in a lot of different ones. So imagine how much life experience I have, and I'm good and don't have a scratch on me. That don't tell you something about me? Yes, it does. See, that's what folks don't get. I'm down to earth. I could be anywhere at any time. You never know who you're talking to. You just don't know. You don't know if that guy in there, you don't know if he's really homeless. You don't. You don't know that. The dude might be rich. How do you know? I went from that to that shelter to selling that property for 100,000 and left the shelter. Hell, I could have stayed there and had 100K. Imagine that. Imagine somebody with that kind of power that can blend in because you looking at it. I could pull off something like that. Real talk. Like I'm just being honest. If God gave me money right now, to be perfectly honest with you, hell, like call it crazy, whatever you want. I think it'd be a great idea. You think like hell, I'd go to one of them offhandish cities. Like real talk. Like I already have one in mind. I'm not going to tell y'all though, but like if God just gave me money, like just gave me money out of thin air right now, like he says is coming, my own money, whatever, just before everything happens and before Christina gets over here, and I'm still on my own and here, by myself and trying to figure things out. Like I have my people, but it's just that's it, you know what I mean? So like, what I'm saying, if it was before everything else happens that we're waiting for, I mean, like hell, I think that'd be smart as hell. Cause bro, you know how good I would be doing. I'm just saying. I mean, cause like, I mean, obviously, my first priority would be seeing Christina. That would be the first thing I do is go straight to her, right? But I'm just saying, I gotta stay somewhere. I gotta be somewhere, right? Why not? People don't know who I am. That's the thing. When you really someone in this reality, you got to watch how you react. And I got a message, I think it was from God, and I was really feeling it, man. I've been going through a really hard time. And that message, it was some video thing and just like a preview, and it came out of nowhere and it says something about completely like it's something I'm learning. It's like detachment. Like it said completely shut down your reactive response. And that's what I'm working on and cultivating. How to not react. Doesn't mean not react, in the street. I'm always defend myself physically, but I'm talking about emotionally and just responding. And yeah, I'm getting better and better at it. And that's what Batman does. Batman doesn't react to things. He's very emotionless because you have to be. You have to actually be like a stoic mindset. Like I said, I'm being built through all of what this chaos. As scary as it is for me, that's what's happening. It's not my plan, man. It's God's plan. Like, nah, bro, it's been hard, man. It sucks. It ain't all fun. But I'm just saying, I think that would be pretty cool. Like, I would definitely be with Christina, right? But I'm just saying, even if I had $8 million, if it just fell out of the sky, or I got a check and they said this is your inheritance that was stolen, and you got 80 million. I'm just being honest. Like I'm crazy enough. I'm sorry, but yes, I would consider doing something like that because the point is, if you a dude, right, and you act like you ain't got nothing and people don't know, I'm not encouraging anything as far as, like not being honest or saying that I would do that, but I'm just saying it would be pretty smart. I mean, and if you think about it, common sense, I'm just saying, like, use your mind. If you're in a shelter, people go to shelters so they could stack their money up. If I was in a shelter and I had however many millions of dollars, like, even if a God just gave me like 100 grand, 500K, how would that not be smart? While I'm waiting for Christina to completely heal and negotiate and everything and get us on the road where we're together. Of course, at that point, I'd be with her, and we would have to have everything built, and I already got my own stuff. But I'm just saying, if right now, if money came out of thin air, And like they gave me a check. This is the inheritance that was stolen from you. Here's, I don't know, 8 million, 80 million, whatever, 800 million. I would literally, seriously, I would consider doing that. Like go post up at a shelter and act like I don't have nothing. I'd have all the snacks I want. I'd have everything I want. When I want to get a hotel, I could. I could do anything I want. Live stream all the time. Make real friends who are down to earth people. I'm sorry, bro, but that would be the life. I don't care what nobody tells you. And if they tell you otherwise, they're lying and they don't know what they're talking about because that would be a genius thing to do. Oh, there it goes. That was the sternum. Hopefully that helps me and doesn't hurt. But yeah, to be honest, I would be very happy about that if that happened. I would think that would be a pretty good move. I'm just saying. I get all the snacks I want. That's all I want. I just want to be good where I have everything I need. All the snacks I want, I can get whatever I want, make any meal I want. If I want fast food, I can get fast food, probably bring it in there with me. You know what I'm saying? People don't know, they wouldn't know I have money, so I could act like I'm broke and poor. They'd give me resources, they'd give me free clothing. I mean, I'm just saying, you got to think, bro. Use your mind, bro. You know what I mean? That's smart as hell, bro. But I could build clothing lines with the clothes they give me on the side, and I could get a laptop, have a good laptop, pull out the laptop right there, do what I need to do. You know, like, see, that's the thing. You got to take risks in life, man. Like, yeah, it's not the best environment. It's not that safe, but hey, it gets you somewhere. That's what people will never understand. You got to take chances to advance out here in this world, man. If you scared to do what you got to do for yourself, you ain't never gonna be nobody. You never gonna be successful and never make it. It's that simple. But for me, right now, man, that'd be awesome. That'd be a dream come true. Have all that money and just go to a shelter and lay low in a city that I'm not even from and know nothing about. And that way, every day I wake up, I'd get my sleep, I'd wake up, and I'd go explore the city. You know what I mean? And if anybody mess with me, I mean, clearly I'm gonna stand up for myself, and they're gonna figure out who I am real quick. You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, bro, like that'd be smart as hell. This system was built, it was structured to use it. I'm going to use the system, not let it use me. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm trying to really get money this time around because if God will give me the money and give me the budget, that's what I'm saying, dude. I could do the whole Batman thing. I could run the Batman thing while I'm in a shelter. Do y'all understand that? And have everything I need. And it would be the perfect cover too and like hiding place because they would never expect, oh, this homeless guy, because they're gonna think that you're homeless, right? That this guy with nothing is the one who's actually Batman and is doing all this stuff. They would never suspect that. If they talk to me, they would the last thing they're gonna think is, oh, he's the actual Batman. You get what I'm saying? I could take nights off and not go in there because they usually have a curfew and go be Batman. I could do different things and make different moves and then go get a hotel and sleep during the day and then come back the next day like nothing happened. And they'd be like, where were you? What happened? Oh, I got stuck out. I'm just saying, I'm a genius. I think a little bit differently than you. I think a little unorthodox. Maybe you'll start catching wind of how creative and smart I actually am. I'm not here to follow rules. I just think it would be an ingenious move. I mean, I'm talking about I could be doing real estate while I'm in there. I could do everything, bro. As long as I'm comfortable and I got space to chill and do what I need to do, and people ain't messing with me too much, and I'm okay. I can feel energies around me. If I can hold my own and I'm all right, like cool. If anything gets too out of hand, yeah, I'm gonna leave because there's no need for me to be in that environment if I don't have to be. Not because I'm soft, because like, see, that's the point. Y'all want to operate off ego. Nah, it's about getting to a point. If you got enough bread and you happy with yourself and you content, just because people are upset, let them be upset. If they are unhappy, let them be unhappy. You ain't got to turn up and be Mr. Tough Guy with everybody. That's not what life about. See, people got to get their priorities straight, man. I'm sitting here building empires. Literally, I already got more than enough as it is. So, like I said, I just need y'all in the public to donate. And every little piece of money that y'all send me, it moves mountains for me. I can get a lot more done with it. I'm just saying, bro, I'm broke right now. If God will keep his promise and give me all this tons of money, do you know what I'm going to be able to do with that? Everything. If I got my inheritance they stole right now and I had like millions of dollars, first thing I would do is start learning how to build bat pods myself. I'd just build them myself and get them fully running and I'd start riding them even in the bike lane just to start. I wouldn't care. I'd make them small enough where they can't tell me anything, and I'd start literally riding actual little bat pods like mini motorcycles. There's people who build them. I can go to Austin in 5 seconds I promise you. Get on an app like OfferUp, Craigslist, whatever, and go find folks. I probably use OfferUp. I don't trust Craigslist at all. Too much bad stuff happens on it. But I'm just saying, I used to live off Craigslist, so trust me, I know. I've been through it, and I'm still here. So that says something too about me and my strength, right? And the fact that I endure. So resistance. So that's what I do. I can go to Austin right now. I know if I had all the money, once I get the money, I'm on the road immediately. I ain't waiting, nothing. I'm getting on the road. If I could go to Austin right now, I promise you I could find a guy in like 5 seconds flat on that app who can build mini motorcycles and stuff and like build that type of stuff. And I could get a motorcycle, I could get whatever I want. I'd be able to get my license back. Like I want to do all that stuff, bro. You see what I'm saying? But I just have to wait on God. It's not in my hands anymore. Sometimes, we come to a point in life, bro, where we understand that we're not in control and we lose control and we realize God just has to save me. It has to be God. God has to make it happen. He can use people to do it, but it needs to be God. It has to be God's plan. You know what I mean? There's nothing else I can do at this point. I've lived a beautiful life. I've done everything. I've done the best I can. I work harder than anyone. All I can do as a man is wake up and work as hard as I can every day and try to make as much money as I can doing what I'm doing. That's what I do. That's what I'm supposed to do. But the other needs and things that I need, that has to be taken care of by other people. It's just that simple, and nobody's doing nothing. So I'm just waiting and hoping that, at some point people get real and wake up and realize like, dude, I need what I need, bro. I shouldn't be struggling like this. You know what I mean? That's all. So I don't know. I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. I hope it ain't too much longer because I'm getting really sick of it for real. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. It should not be this difficult, man. It's just people donating, people showing some love and support, people saying, yo, I want to see you do well and be healthy and happy and have what you need. And that way, you don't got to worry. I mean, like I said, all these people make money, man. There's no way that you could tell me that people want to help. People do not want to help. If they wanted to help and they cared about me, they would take care of me and understand, yo, he needs money so he can eat and do what he needs to do. This is crazy, bro, what y'all doing in front of everybody. But like I said, keep it up because it's all federal documentation for the lawsuit, and all these folks is part of it and involved. I'm not running my mouth. I'm talking about reality. All right. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Easy.